All right, it's only March, and right now, as of this time, we're $1,000 in on this line, and we didn't see it coming.
Not at all. First wave dropped, and we both said, nah, not for us. Looks cool, not for us.
Then we missed out, sold out everywhere to this day. So of course, FOMO, we had to jump on the bandwagon, and that escalated quickly.
Super quickly.
$1,000 this time. Are we okay?
I don't know.
Do we need a welfare check? Vin Cooper costumes were iconic from the 1930s up into the late 1980s. Some of the most amazing characters in the world, from Dracula to Batman to the devil himself, have been immortalized. And now NECA is taking it to the next level in 3D.
And this is $500 later on a line that we didn't even see coming.
I know, it's crazy because we missed out on the first wave and thought this wasn't going to happen. But then when the second wave came out, we saw them and they were absolutely awesome in the package. And they translate well once they're out of that package.
And we didn't know that until tonight. We've kept these things in package because they look so good just in the box. And we are not inbox people by any means.
Not even by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm absolutely keeping these.
Oh,
and
yes.
they're
I
gonna
don't keep any boxes, and I'm keeping all these.
Yeah, these are going to go back in there because they're great
I
for
agree.
storage. Number one, to keep these guys safe, and they come with the little silicone packs in there,
Yep,
so
keep
they'll
that
help-
moisture out,
Absolutely, and that's going to
which
be
we're going to
crucial.
need. It's way humid here.
And we're going to talk about exactly how that's going to come into play because it's vinyl, and if you just have these guys chucked in the closet and you don't have them in a well ventilated area or room, they're gonna start to mildew. They're gonna dry rot. You're gonna have to put a little maintenance in there. But at the end of the day, we have to be responsible action figure owners.
That's true. And we're lucky enough that the masks do not come off.
Yep.
So we don't have to worry about a string or rubber band popping and
Right.
the mask not sticking on anymore.
They do have that string, and if you ever wore one of these masks, it used
exactly.
to cut right across the back of your head and over your ears. At least the Bugs Bunny mask that my brother and I had. But yeah, that's on there, and that's not going anywhere. So definitely don't try to remove that. You're just going to find a gaping maw there, just like, it's crazy. Because you can kind of sort of see it when it comes to our good friend, the Invisible Man.
Yep.
And it's truly terrifying what's underneath the mask. The face,
they're really bug-eyed.
they really are. To get the full effect and to really see their eyes through the little slits in the masks, their eyes are bugged out. So it looks like they have had all the caffeine in the world.
What have we counted 24? We have 24 in total
I believe
out
so.
of the 30. So there are some that we have chosen not to collect because they don't really fit,
Right.
our style or whatever.
Absolutely.
But so we have 24 here, and only one of them has an off-center mask.
Right. And
So I think that's a great representation of how well NECA is making these figures.
yeah, quality control seems to be really on point, and that's also reflected in the print on all of these suits. It's not the one thing you will have to make sure that they are posed nicely and make sure they're on a nice level surface. They will take a few dives on you, but just the printing on these guys is absolutely awesome and spot on. I'm not seeing any slop on any of
No.
these. The paint deco on the faces is great as well. But what Justin was saying on this guy, it's just a little bit lower, and so the eyes aren't quite on line. It's as if the mask is riding up on his face a little
Well,
bit.
I mean, to be fair, that's pretty much how we walked around anyways half the time.
Oftentimes you were half blind in those masks. So it's true to life. And they've kind of recaptured the true to life aspect in some of the bags that these cats have. Like, some of them have the pumpkins. There are two different kinds of
Yep.
pumpkins, at least, as far as what they have on the front. This is kind of your jolly pumpkin. And then you've got a different kind, which is the sort that I was really used to, with a
Triangle eyes.
triangle eyes, and then the triangle mouth. Maybe more of a simple pattern than that one. This one's glow in the dark, so it's sort of translucent. That's really awesome. They work pretty well. We'll kind of get you some shots of that here coming up. But I also worry about some of their accessories that make them really cool at the same time. I know that this is. I remember having a bag just like this when I was a kid, but dude, I don't think these are going to last too long.
I mean, that's probably going to last a lot longer than the witch's paper bag.
I mean, that's a paper bag.
I mean, it's
legit.
like they just cut a strip of paper
from a
from
grocery
a
bag.
grocery bag, folded it up, and that's what it is, which is accurate. You know, we went around with these bags.
Yep. And,
But-
and these vinyl like bags.
You know, we
it's-
live in the South, and it's really humid, and this bag has already changed colors and gotten a little damp just from being in this room.
right. Absolutely. Just from us
So, I
touching it and
mean,
handling
how
it.
much longer is it going to last before it disintegrates?
Right. So definitely be careful with these guys. It's a NECA figure, so you don't want to push anything too far until you've really felt it out. Individual results are always going to vary. What we found is on 3 of the female figures, the left elbow, one of the joints on the, they're all double jointed in the pinned joints, but one of the joints is kind of stuck. Not exactly frozen, but it definitely needs a little bit of coaxing.
Yeah, you can see like it won't go past that point. And I believe it's with these 3 that are having the problems. But yeah, it's just it's funny how it only affects a couple and not the whole.
I think this
thing.
one might be okay.
That one's
It might
okay?
Might be good old Glow
Yeah.
in the Dark Skeleton Girl. So much love was put into these by the artists
Oh my
who
gosh.
did this, and you really can tell the time that they've taken to get the designs down on the costumes, on the mask. They just really come alive. We were worried so much about whether or not it was going to be worth opening, but it's definitely great to have these guys out in 3D. Gives a lot of great ideas about what we're going to do when it comes to Halloween and the
Oh,
kind of
exactly.
content we're going to create with these guys and just the fun displays we're going to have around the house
Yeah,
and
we'll
around
get some
the,
good stuff
the-
going
the
with this.
studio. So I am looking forward to what's coming next. Among those in the next wave is
Yeah.
going to be Godzilla, Planet of the Apes, Ape
Which
Soldier.
those are going to be really cool.
So fun.
I'm
like
looking really forward to those 2.
just a lot of great, like I'm a sucker for the nice Halloween colors. You know, we've talked about like greens
Oh, yeah.
and oranges, and like a lot of green and orange detail in
that's
the
why I
eyes of
think-
that Godzilla is coming our way.
That's why I think the creature is my favorite.
Okay.
You know, the reds, the greens, the yellows. I mean, it just like screams Halloween.
Right.
The mask is like super detailed with like, while being like minimalist
Right.
almost. You know, it's
Sure.
not like over the top and crazy. Like I think they nailed this one.
Right.
And plus, I mean, what villain doesn't wear their own picture on their shirt?
Absolutely. If I had to pick an absolute favorite, it's so difficult. And I legitimately mean that. And I think I narrowed it down to 3 possibilities.
Okay.
One of them was the creature. So if that's yours, I'll give you that one and I won't
All right.
bogart it. So the other 2 were Frankenstein, which is the glow in the dark version, but they look exactly like their regular counterparts. The box
Exactly.
art is different, and there is a bit of a difference in the texture. They've got on the cloth, they've got like a glow in the dark type material that's been placed on the fabric itself. But other than that, they're pretty much the same. So I don't necessarily need Wave 1 regular Frankenstein.
True.
But she's pretty badass. So it's either her or it's the Wolfman. But I've always been a Wolfman guy.
I mean, the Wolfman's a pretty solid pick.
And just these colors really pop for me. It really does it. And I love that he came with a pumpkin because that's what I would probably trick-or-treat with as a
Exactly.
kid myself. And I'm just super stoked that they have found a way to keep this going wave after wave and keep it going pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, a lot quicker than I thought. You know, like we said, we missed out on wave 1. Wave 2 hit, and that had to have been September.
Right.
You know, yeah, it had to be September last year, and
Yeah, I
then
think
it just.
Wave 1 was in May and it sold out so quickly.
That's right, it
and we
was
could-
over the summer we started.
And
Yeah.
we couldn't find it. And we
Yep.
thought, holy crap, but we always thought it would come back. And it
never
never
did.
did. Nowhere that we saw. And so we just thought, when we finally found them, we definitely, and it was like one at a time at Walmart. And that's where it was.
It was a weird. It was a weird time, but it's been a lot of consistent figures where
Mm-hmm.
like, it's made this line a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because there's always something new, and they're $20.
Right.
It's not, that's not cheap, but I mean, it's not a bad price for today's market for what we're getting.
Absolutely. You're getting a lot of detail. The base bodies are absolutely a lot of reuse, but you're not there for the bodies. You're there for the mask and you're there for the
costume.
jumpsuit. And you get that. You get
Exactly.
quality there. I think the biggest miss in the whole line is Beetlejuice over here. I don't,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have made it. A lot of people are saying that this spooky creature, and it's just a spooky monster. This guy up here to the right, getting ready to knock on Skeletor's door. Yeah, like that's completely, absolutely generic.
It is, but I like that.
It's
It looks
not
good.
It's not terrible, but I think it's definitely better than Beetlejuice. But
The Beetlejuice and the Gremlins, I think, were the weakest waves. I mean, obviously, the ones we did not purchase,
right,
House of a Thousand Corpses,
Right.
Krampus, Trick or Treat. You know, that's
the more modern.
yeah,
ones.
that's not really what we're looking to collect. That doesn't
Exactly.
stir any kind of emotion
No
from
feels.
us. So I mean, we have what we want for the most part,
Absolutely.
and it's $20 a pop. I feel like it's fair.
You're getting
you
a lot of
know?
value there. I think you're getting a spot on deal. And with the next wave coming out soon, we'll do a quick review for you on that one. What is your favorite in the line? Have you guys bitten on this, or were you waiting to really see somebody go in depth and take a look at them? Again, you can't beat a $20 value for these. If you're into the spooky season, if you love Halloween, now's the time to really get ready. If you can find these guys on a deal, that's an even better price for you. But I haven't seen these go on sale. I don't want to.
No. They're on sale at Walmart right now.
Oh, they get them on sale.
They're $15. I think it's wave 3,
Super.
4. I can't remember now.
That's the way to do it. I mean, that's absolutely the way to do it. And if you can do that, I guarantee you won't feel
No.
in any way dejected. And it's going to be great to build that Halloween display if you're into that.
Right.
So if you like this, give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and if you feel real froggy, share with a friend. Help the channel grow. We appreciate any help we can. It's all about talking toys with our friends. That's why we're here with you guys.
Exactly. We just like hanging out, pulling out whatever action figures we can find, build us a fun scene, and then sit around and talk.
It's what we would have done when we were kids if we had the technology.
Yeah.
You guys be safe out there. We appreciate you dropping by, and we'll see you on the next one.